Do you ever feel self-conscious in public? Like you just would rather be wearing something that people didn't have to stare at?
Mostly when people get up and need to make a panorama of the whole room when you walk in.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it's like
there was one time.
It's like, I'm just gonna take a panorama.
We were.
And then just
Or they pretend. Have you ever done this where you pretend you want to take a photo but you don't want them to know, so you pretend you're texting, but you end up texting like this?
Yeah.
Literally, we were on an airplane one time, and this guy just like
from the seat in front of us.
Come on.
So we just see the phone come up.
At least try harder. Man, tell us about how you met that biker gang.
Well, so we were going kayaking.
Oh, sorry. That's good.
We were going kayaking for my birthday.
Nice.
And
The fact that nuns kayak.
yeah,
That's something that surprises people.
That's, I bet it does.
that we go running. Physical fitness, those kind of things.
That some of us like to climb trees.
Weightlifting. So we were going kayaking, a couple of us, and two of us were in culottes, so the workout habit, two were in habits, and we show up at this place near, not like probably like 8 minutes from us, and it's
that was an oddly specific number. Probably approximately 8 minutes.
But it's like right on Route 422, and again, nobody knows where that is. It's fine. Move on, MG.
You're great.
So it's like next to the. Anyways, we show up. We're trying to.
It's next to this.
Oh, stop! Go. You can do this. I believe we can get through this.
So I'm renting the kayak.
You're renting the kayak.
Mother Natalia notices that these guys behind the kayak rental place are like staring at us, trying to take clandestine photos, as we just mentioned.
Yes.
And so she just yells, do you guys want to take a picture with us? And half the group goes, yeah. And the other half goes, no. And so we run around and take a picture with them. And
shout out to the Grey Riders.
Shout out to
Did you
the
get to sit on their Harleys or something?
Yeah, they asked us to sit on their Harleys. And yeah, it was just a delightful experience. And Mother Petra was talking to one of them, and he just says, today the church came to us. Mm-hmm. And that was just like a really powerful line.
He said that?
Yeah, it was.
So it was like a really, really beautiful experience, because then we like exchanged information, and they ended up reaching out to us, and they were like, we want you to come to our picnic. And so they're called the Grey Riders because you have to be over 50 to be.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And so I think it was Mother Petra, Mother Ileana, and myself.
No, just you and Mother Ileana.
Just Mother Ileana and I. Oh, yeah. So we go to their picnic that they have, like, the next year. Like, we stay in contact over a year. They, like, did a fundraiser and sent in some money to the monastery and all of that from this one encounter, right? And we're at the picnic, and they show us, they're like, look what we had made last year. And they pull out this blanket, which you maybe saw. Anyways, they pull out this blanket. Yeah. And it's pictures of us with them, like on their bikes and the group photo and all of this. And like they made it into a blanket with the center square saying, family is everything. And they were like, you became our family that day. And then Mother Ileana
so beautiful.
Just goes
berserk.
Berserk over
like,
how much she loves this blanket. And she's like, it's so wonderful. And then George, the leader of the Grey Riders, says, hold on a second. And then they back up and they get into a huddle. And then he turns around and he says, we want to give you the blanket.
Oh.
And so they give us this blanket. So it's on our couch at the monastery. And then maybe a year after that, they reach out to us because one of them, he and his wife were in a motorcycle accident. And Jeff, eternal memory, pray for the repose of the soul of Jeff. He died. And she was in the hospital for months. And so we were praying for them, but we also like went and visited her in the hospital a few times, and were able to so it's like all from this chance encounter at like while we were kayaking, right? Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's a long
amazing.
Story.
No, it's a beautiful story. I'm glad you told it like that. Yeah, it's almost like we had this temptation to kind of sanitize our personalities and shave off all the bits we don't like. But then what you're left with is something that's very unappealing and which wouldn't have moved these bikers so much. And it wouldn't have moved me and my family, you know? I don't know what it is about the Byzantines. Is that... Because I'm thinking of the fellas in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they're the best.
They're quite...
Shout out to Holy Resurrection.
Yo, like, I don't know. Is it something to do with your spirituality that just seems to make you really, really human in the most beautiful way. Like even the way
I think it is.
the brothers kind of make fun of the abbot. You know, the poor old abbot, the Aussie. Jesus Christ, pray for his wonderful accent. And
I love how
that's
you're
me
imitating
doing his accent, I guess.
the Australian.
Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, but it was just something so
He did
human
it. Did
about
you hear
them.
him do it at the monastery?
What?
Can you just do the whole Jesus prayer? Because you have his
Lord
cadence down.
Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I don't know. This is the abbot I'm talking about.
Yes.
What a man. But he's so playful and so, but then have you encountered other kind of Byzantine communities in the United States where it's not like that?
That's a good. I don't think so. Like I've also been to Holy Transfiguration in California.
Oh, I haven't been
Abbot
there.
Damien.
We're all quirky. There's
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think there's like
Quirky
a holy
Yeah.
quirkiness. And Father Damien is wonderful. He's an iconographer. But again, yeah, a collection. We're a collection of individuals, which is like, but communal. But each person is very much
If you've
themselves.
met one, you've met one. That's what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very much like people experience our community and they see what you're seeing of just like we're so individual, but there is like a unified spirit and I don't know how to describe it. So there's and part of that I think might just come from the difference in formation.
It also does feel like it's tied to your, what do you call her? Not the Mother Superior.
The Hegumena.
Hegumena. Is that right? It feels like it's tied to her.
It is.
Like
She's been adamant since the beginning of the
mother.
monastery that she is not about cookie cutter nuns. Praise God. Like neither of us would be there if absolutely.
Well, what I loved the other day is when we went to the monastery and I said, she mentioned wine and said, well, it's Wednesday or Friday. I forget. Friday. So we don't have wine today. And unless you would like it, and I said, okay, if you want. And then I said,
she's like, well, if you're asking.
And then I said, well, actually, we have some wine in the car. Let me bring it in. She went, you found the secret. If you bring us wine, we have to drink it. And she was so lovely.
Charity above piety.
You know, honest to God, I think that people could save a ton of money on therapy and just allow that woman to hug you for 5 minutes. I mean, she is so beautiful. I love her. Thank you very much for watching that clip. Before you go, do us a favor, click like, click subscribe, and if this really meant something to you, help us out by sharing it.